All right. Ben Mankiewicz, Jake Uger, John Idarola, Anna Kasparian. I will be yelling throughout the day.
Okay.
I was eating breakfast with my kids this morning before I went to go vote. And
Look at his fat face.
Okay. So I'm hearing feedback, so I just need to be sure where the feedback is coming from. Oh yeah. Sorry. It was oops. Ouch. I just killed I killed the live stream on the Patreon side by accident. So okay, I'm gonna just set it up. So guys, we're reacting to this video. This is a video from the Young Turks. They essentially were reacting to the live feed of the election results in 2016. Tony and I are going to be watching it along with you and reacting, and we're going to be having fun. We were about to do this in private, but we decided to share it with you guys. So let's know your thoughts in the comment section as we dive in. This is going to be fun. Tony, let's go. All right.
So excited at the idea that a girl could be president. The idea of Donald Trump beating the person who could be the first female president.
Yeah.
Crank.
Oh,
Yes,
it doesn't get any worse than that.
That's right. And as I was waiting in line, there were two older white guys. They're behind me, and in the span of 5 minutes, they badmouth Latinos loudly and very transparently. Badmouth Latinos, Muslims, and black people. Okay, and I just couldn't take it anymore, and I just turned around and I told them to shut the F up. We wouldn't have experienced that before. Like that kind of open hatred where you feel emboldened enough to talk like that about 3 groups of people in the country that are different from you. And it scares me. I don't want to live in a country like that.
Yeah. There was only 2 guys we'd ever banned in TYT history, and one of them was Donald Trump, way before he ran this time around. Yeah. And he broke us on that, to be fair.
Look, this election's over, okay? Trump cannot win. He can't win for a number of reasons. I mean, putting aside his xenophobia, racism, sexism, and all that gets Latino.
So they told us that Trump was xenophobic, that he was racist. But this is a guy, and Tony, you and I were talking about this earlier, and you and I are black, essentially. And we watched him for decades hanging out with black people. All right? He was one of the, I think he was the only billionaire who stood up for Mike Tyson when they wanted to lock him up and, essentially ruin his life.
Man.
You understand? So where do they come off saying that Trump is racist?
Man, Trump is the blackest white dude I've ever kind of seen, dude. He's so cool, man. He says some cool shit. He acts like a black man.
But he essentially just tells the truth. Let's keep listening, guys.
He's incompetent. I mean, in terms of the popular vote, would be always.
Oh, I'm sorry for cutting in. This is the part that we watched because we were watching this in private before we decided to share it with the gang. He said this about Trump being incompetent. This is a guy with over 500 businesses. He runs over 500 businesses. And then where do they come up saying that he's incompetent? Okay. I've tried running one business. It is hard enough trying to run one business. The dude is a beast. 500.
They make up some shit, man. It's hilarious.
You understand? And then they want us to believe that they know what they're talking about when they categorically lie about virtually anything that has to do with Donald Trump.
Man, where they make that up, man, this is hilarious, dude. Like, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Always going to be kind of close, but the electoral vote won't be close at all. I think he's going to win by, I think Hillary will have 320 electoral votes when it's all said and done, plus or minus 5. So I never bought into your fear mongering.
Ida Rodriguez joins us. Yes.
You got a Latina. You have to today.
320.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it turns out
I know you're Asian.
you guys might make all the difference.
I'm an anchor baby. I want you to tell me specifically why you don't like Hillary. And the reality of it is that you don't like her because she has a vagina.
By the way, okay, now I'm going to keep it super real. She chose to not come on this show.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not like we didn't ask, right? And we asked over and over.
And you voted for that.
And they not only that, but that's part of it, Jimmy.
You're a cuck.
Well, one time I was testing a bowling ball, and as I kind of scooped it back, there was a child behind me, and it hit him in the face.
Wow.
We actually have some actual election results
Yeah, from Indiana.
from 3 states, Indiana, New
Let's do it.
Hampshire, and Kentucky, all with less than 1% of precincts reporting. So they're a little meaningless.
Here comes Bernie.
But they're all bad news. Let's start with Kentucky because we don't care.
Oh, Kentucky.
73-25 Trump.
Okay, have Kentucky. Who cares?
Second, we don't care about Indiana. Don't care. 69-28. New Hampshire, again.
This is important.
This is an important one. Less than 1%. I'm sorry. That one actually not less than 1%.
Why do you laugh at this, man?
1% of precincts
I
in
told you, right? It's going to
53-41.
get better. It gets better.
Disaster.
Okay, the mood is immediate.
All right, guys. So the Young Turks opens up, essentially saying that it is impossible that Trump would win this election. All right. So, guys, this is 2016. So if you're late to the party, okay, let's know your thoughts in the chat. Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know your thoughts because I haven't seen this video before. Never seen it before. Tony decided that he was going to make my day by sharing this video. And I'm like, and he says to me, you're going to love it. I said, okay, let's share it with the crowd. This is crazy because they told us in 2016 he was never going to win. And then they start, and that's the same thing that happened with 2024, by the way. Okay, they said he's a convicted felon. They're never gonna win, and then the results come out, and then he wins the electoral vote, and then he wins the popular vote. In 2016, he won the electoral vote, not the popular vote, and then the clowns hit the streets to say, "Not my president, not my president." But now he wins both. And they still go ahead and do the same insanity.
Same shit, man. It's
Same
crazy.
insanity.
10 years later, it's crazy.
Okay, it's like they just roll out the same script and say, "Look, we're not even going to pretend that we're stupid. We're just going to roll out the same insanity and say, yeah, 2016 we said that he won the electoral vote only. He's not a real president." And then they do the same thing in 2024. He wins both the electoral and the popular vote. And then they realize that, well, he's an illegitimate president. Man, it's weird, okay?
Stupid, Brian. They're stupid. They're just dumb. Fucking dumb.
Oh boy.
Get off the,
And in
get
fact,
off
Trump
the
is
screen.
taking
We don't want to see them anymore, but it's hilarious content because they're just pathetic.
Wait, where?
It's
In
great.
Florida.
Okay.
And so, come on, stop doing this every 2 seconds. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
start killing
agree.
ourselves.
Virginia, 10% reporting.
Okay, hold on, buckle up.
Here we go.
54-41. Yeah, just what we
No.
161,000.
Which would crash out,
No,
man.
no. It got quiet in
That's
here
my favorite.
the minute we started reporting these real results.
Yep.
And if that continues, there is going to be a Paul in here.
Oh, I don't even want. I mean, I think
Where are
I
where
will
are-
cry. I will literally cry. I'm not even kidding.
I can't bear it anymore. Up and down the middle of the country, all red. Have we called all those out yet?
No, he
haven't.
built a wall.
Okay,
So let me give
he
you-
built a wall. North Dakota, gone. South Dakota, gone. Nebraska, gone. Kansas, gone. All called for Donald Trump.
Hold on,
They-
this is serious. So the calculation that the New York Times has had as a running prediction of winning the presidency. Last time I glanced at it, John, I don't know if you've been looking at that win presidency meter below the states,
No,
below
no,
the map. Well, it was at
Oh, yes.
it was at 80% an hour ago for Clinton.
What is it now?
68%.
Whoa.
Okay, God damn it, I'm nervous. Okay, you should be nervous. This is not kidding around anymore. I'm not kidding. Okay, so hold. Ohio, gone. Okay, Virginia, god damn it, it's 77% reporting. Still a 5-point lead for Trump. Florida, 76 plus early voting reporting. 49-48 holding steady for Trump.
The lead in North Carolina has essentially completely evaporated.
It's gone.
It's tied.
Ohio, gone. 49-47, Trump now leading.
You can see
He's
it,
got
man.
a
They're crashing
2-point
now,
lead with
dude.
30% reporting.
You know what?
Texas.
And so that
Texas is gone.
Texas is gone. Okay. So any talk
Texas
of like,
is always
hey,
red.
turning purple, blah, 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 bullshit, gone. Sometimes I could barely hear you guys because in my head it's like, he's losing Virginia, needs Florida, right? And
What you?
God damn it, if we need Florida, are you shitting me? More bad news. Ohio, now he has built a 6-point lead. 37% reporting, 51-45. North Carolina, he's now taking a 1% lead.
You know, I'm gonna pause, okay? I can't tell you where I was in 2016 when all this was happening. I can't. Because for me, the 2016 election was like any other regular election. All right. I didn't feel like the Democrats were that crazy. I didn't think that they would bring up policies like we saw over the last 10 years, where they would insist that men could go into women's bathrooms. I didn't think that they were that crazy. So the 2016 elections were just passé. I might have been watching a movie at the time back in Nigeria. I didn't care. Okay. So I didn't watch all of this. Now, if you're in the chat, tell us where you were when the 2016 election was happening. If you could remember it, if it could register, drop it in the chat. But I know where I was during the 2020 election. I know where I was. I was in my house in Nigeria, tracking the polls and watching for who was leading. And then when it got too late, I went to bed. And then woke up the next day early in the morning. It was around 6 in the morning. I had to go downstairs to turn on the generator because in Africa, okay, in some countries in Africa, Nigeria in particular, power is an issue. So you have to have generators. I had 3 generators.
Oh, wow.
Three. Okay. I had to run them in shifts. I had to turn on the first generator for the day. And I pulled up my phone just to see, okay, while I'm waiting for the generator to kick in, who's leading? And then here's the announcement that Biden had won. I went to bed, Trump in the lead, and I woke up at 6 in the morning and Biden was giving an acceptance speech. I felt that there was something fishy going on, okay? So tell us also where you were during the 2020 elections. I know where I was because at the time, I realized that the world had gone crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about you, Tony? Where were you for 2016 and where were you for the 2020? Before we continue, because there's more, okay? They're going to read out the results and then we're going to see their confidence melt away and full-blown panic, okay, erupt.
Yeah, so 2016 and 20, I've been in Australia for all of them. In 16, I was at a friend's place. We were hella drunk, dude. And
you were drunk?
Yeah, drunk with my mate who stayed up. And it was just the best to see that Hillary lost. It was the best thing because you just see the sea of red. I remember seeing that. And I just remember their that glass ceiling kind of that they had. They were all in tears, man. It was the best feeling. It's like, oh yeah. So we were so drunk, it was hilarious. 2020, I was up and I was heap shocked too. I was like, where did that come from? Those numbers like that. It was strange, man. And the footage was from Fox and CNN. It was just different. It just seemed different. It was a weird one, that one.
Yeah. If you watched the 2020 election and you saw the flip and you didn't feel like something was fishy, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I wasn't living in North America at the time. I was living in Nigeria and I could see that something was fishy. All right. So let's keep going. Let's keep listening to this.
It was 36% plus early voting in.
Wow.
New Hampshire, 16% reporting, and the lead is down.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, oh my God, something is going wrong. That's the guy on the extreme right. He's looking panicked. Oh boy.
Hilary Clinton down to 3 points. Okay, yeah, I don't see a fucking landslide here. I don't see it at all.
New Hampshire has been totally tied up, 100% tied
Oh,
up. 64,
Jesus
200 votes for Clinton.
Jesus.
Look, Hillary was whooped. I don't know what to tell you. 129 to 97 electoral votes. Okay, so you can't see this and agree with anyone that says Trump was an illegitimate president. But you know what? Hillary said that for 4 years.
Yeah.
And she wasn't called an election denier by the mainstream media.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It is fucking panic time. New Hampshire is flipped. He's now leading 48-47. So he's leading in Florida, Virginia, New Hampshire, North Carolina, and Ohio is now an 8-point lead for Trump.
They're going to call
with 42% reporting. So Ohio is gone and soon to be gone. Tick, 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 tick. You're running out of votes to count.
The New York Times forecast of who's likely to win. Donald Trump, now the favorite to win the presidency, 51%.
Jesus. This is the most haunting thing I have ever had, we've ever had on the Young Turks. 14 years we've been on the air, and we thought John Kerry was going to win in 2004. This is Trump. We are fucking talking about a madman, incompetent buffoon being the most powerful man on earth. He now has a better than 50% chance.
All right, so this is where people like Cenk lost me. Okay, it's good to have an opinion on policy or on things that are factual and actionable. All right, and it's also good to say I don't like this person. All right, but to call someone incompetent simply because you don't like him is just being dishonest. All right. Will I tell my kids to copy every single example that Trump, lays out? No, I won't. Okay. And you should be honest enough to say what you like about Trump and what you don't like about Trump. You should be honest enough, guys. All right. There's no harm in doing so. All right. You don't stop being a decent human being when you simply tell the truth or call things out the way they are. Tony?
I mean, how people still listen to them, it's beyond me, man.
Well,
10 years, still have a big kind of audience that just still listen to this shit. It's just weird.
Well, people they have genuine fans, and I think that there are people who want someone to give voice to how they feel about something or someone. So I like whenever I see channels like the Young Turks, all right, they have merit in that they serve as a counterbalance to our side. Okay, I am a conservative, you're a conservative, and to our side, we need those checks and balances because our side can go crazy too. Our side can go crazy. Now, we do a better job at holding our side accountable than they do. We do a better job. because we don't want our side to go crazy. And so we try to hold them in check. We call them out whenever they do stupid stuff like Pam Bondi and the Epstein binders. We call them out there. Okay. We have a bunch of people calling out Trump on different things, which is okay, is fair. If you have a stance on certain things about how the war is being prosecuted or how they went about the entire thing, it's fine to have your opinions on those things and to call out your side for doing it. But when you have the Democrats who never call out their side when they're coming up with the stupidest ideas, maybe a handful of Democrats will do that, but once you do that, you're kicked out of the group. You're like, you're not one of us. You're now conservative. Okay, like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is not conservative. He's not conservative, but simply because he allows himself to think through common sense ideas. Okay, now he's conservative.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're
right.
We hate you. You're dead to us. Like, they just ban you, man. Like, it's weird.
They cancel you and so on. And now I think Bill Maher is in the crosshairs because he's like, you guys are sick. You guys are losing it. I don't recognize the Democrat Party anymore. But they can't essentially call him a conservative. Is Bill Maher gay? Is he gay?
Oh, I don't think so, man.
Pretty sure. But because like
he has
he has a weird lifestyle though. So they struggle to attack anyone who who checks some of these check boxes. They're like, okay, he is gay, he pushes alternative lifestyles, but he doesn't agree with us attacking Trump, but he calls out Trump occasionally. Like, they are bending over backwards to keep Bill Maher, but they kicked out Joe Rogan, and now they're regretting it.
Yeah,
I can't even believe how this is going so far, and this is why I don't obsess about the polls. Yes, they're relevant. Yes, they're interesting to you guys. But I never look at the polls and think, oh, you know what? Hillary has a comfortable lead according to all of these polls put together and analyzed together. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, it means something.
By the way, as we were
doesn't
talking,
like the numbers.
54% chance that Donald Trump wins. They moved while we were talking. It just moved again. 55% chance Donald Trump is going to win right now.
Stop saying the number.
61% chance of winning for Donald Trump.
Insane. This is
okay,
insane.
So I've got a lot more ramifications. Oh, wow. For the Trump presidency. Brace for impact. New York Times now saying the chance of a Trump presidency is 92%. Brace for impact. Okay.
All right, so this is the sentiment that they were selling, okay? This is the sentiment that they were selling. If Trump is president, the world ends. Is that what happened during his first term?
No.
All right. Is that what happened? Now, during his second term, they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to sell the world on the fact that Trump is destroying the world. No, he stopped 8 wars. Oh, but they didn't give him the Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, because it's actually you get nominated the year before. Oh, is that what they did for Obama? Is that how Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize in the first year of his presidency?
For what?
So they're trying to tell us that Obama was look. We're going all over the place now because.
Oh, what? What did he do?
Obama. So what the Nobel Peace Prize Committee was trying to tell us about why Trump didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize last year was that you are required to be nominated the year before for things that you've done. So they said, okay, why did you guys nominate Obama for the Nobel Peace Prize before he became president? Do you know what they said? We were anticipating the things that he would do.
Of
So
course.
essentially, Obama was a DEI Nobel Peace Laureate.
That guy.
So when you hear Cenk and other people say, well, brace for impact, Trump's presidency, the world is going to be over, and it didn't happen. Instead, you had deep state operatives lining up back to back to keep Trump from executing on his plan for America, the plan that the American people voted him in for.
Yeah,
but not this time, and that's why they are going absolutely berserk this time.
Yeah. Wake up.
Huffington Post, what happened to your fucking 98.4%? What happened to you? They said there was a 98.4%. And I keep picking on them.
Well, that
they
leaves
were not
almost
alone.
2% chance.
They were not alone. All the fucking idiots in Washington and New York. Oh, you're worried about nothing. You're worried about nothing. And now, this will be Rebel headquarters as Trump and his cronies begin their march against our freedoms. Look, we might literally be targeted. So
seriously,
remember Alex Jones and Roger Stone bust onto our set in the RNC, and there were no consequences. They walked around. They didn't get arrested. They didn't get escorted out of the building, and they laughed about it. And so now those guys will be in charge in a lot of ways on a national level. Talk about how historically pathetic the Democratic Party is. That they let this guy, who has never had any success in business, he's had a track record of monumental failure.
Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. 500 businesses. Trump has 500 businesses. I literally, my jaw dropped when I heard that he had 500 businesses, and that only 4 of those businesses filed for Title VI bankruptcy, and that was essentially a restructuring of their debts. 6 of his businesses. The man himself did not file for bankruptcy. His businesses did strategically. 4 of them did out of 500. Just let that sink in. So when you watch, influencers saying things like this and freaking out, and what they're trying to do most of the time is that they're trying to transfer their passion and their emotion to you with the way they talk and the things they say and how they say it. So look at Cenk. He's trying to make you believe that Trump is incompetent, that Trump, is a failed businessman.
Yeah, good luck with that one, Cenk, you dickhead.
And they let him win the presidency and become the most powerful. The Democratic Party is gone. But I'm at war with the Democratic Party. This corporate...
Sorry. This keeps grinding my gears whenever I hear them say Democratic Party. It's not the Democratic Party. It is the Democrat Party. That is what the party is called. All right. They shimmied in the Democratic so that it brands them as the party that defends democracy. Okay. So every time I hear it, my brain just does this thing, and I'm like, no, guys, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to own the brand of democracy, and that's why recently they started saying our democracy. It is all the use of words to frame a narrative, and that's what they've succeeded in doing.
Weak, spineless, pathetic party that lets the imbeciles on the Republican side walk all over this country, that handed power to a raging, not just bigot, but an incompetent. And I'm done with the losers, and I'm done with those donors. I don't give a fuck what the donors want. Okay, so the DNC.
I don't believe you,
Cenk. You're goddamn right. We're coming for you. We're gonna pulverize the DNC. We're gonna rip it to shreds. Yes, we are at war now.
You know what?
So even if somebody.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago, Cenk. How's that working out for you?
It's still going. It got worse.
Oh, he tried to run, and he got pulverized. Okay.
It got worse.
Yeah. So the incompetent outsider came in and did to the Republican Party what you're raging into the cameras that you're going to do to the Democrat Party, and he did it without flinching.
It's performance, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look, sometimes when I watch Cenk raising his voice and screaming, I think, dude, calm down. You're gonna have an aneurysm. I mean, just calm down. You know, he just keeps screaming and raging, and I'm genuinely concerned for Cenk. Okay, I'm genuinely concerned for Cenk because he needs to calm down. Okay, you know, like for me, sometimes like you hear me raise my voice, and you know the funny thing, guys, and if you're watching, okay, this is something that's very funny. Every time I show emotion and I raise my voice, I watch the view count. The view count goes up. It starts going up. And I'm like, what on earth? Is YouTube trying to kill me? Because it's like it wants me to continue to rage and to rage and to rage because I'm seeing the views go up. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm not doing that. So, yes, there are times when you get really excited, but dude, you don't do that for 1 hour nonstop. Unless something is really grinding your gears, okay? Unless so, and to be honest, I'll stay away from anything that does that for an hour straight. 30 minutes, 10 minutes straight is bad enough, okay? But Cenk keeps raging for an hour. It's crazy. And when I watch him on Piers Morgan, I'm like, dude, you're gonna pop a blood vessel.
like a baby. He's like
my goodness. But you know what? That's the business that these guys are in. And if you're watching, that's the business they're in. They're in the business of outrage. They're there to transfer outrage to you. All right. Now, do we say stuff because we're outraged occasionally? Yes, we do. I do. Well, I'm not trying to sell outrage. I'm trying to give you a genuine reaction to how I think. But then again, I also try to pivot to, all right, we let our emotions get away from us, but what's the common sense, response to this whole thing? Okay, that's where I always try to get back to. Okay.
Yeah, leave the emotions to me, man. I'll rage out. I'm hard like that. I love it.
Okay, yeah, well, that's why you're here. That's why you're here. All right, guys, don't just watch, okay? Let's know your thoughts in the chat. I already asked questions earlier. Where were you while this was going on in 2016? This was the first the election of Trump's first term, and this is my first time seeing this video, and I want to know what you think. Now we'll go
and put this clip together because it's really cool, man. It's hilarious.
Oh no! Oh yes! Shout out to the creator of this video. I forgot to do that earlier. I am sorry. Her name is Dame Pesos.
Dame
Pesos. All right. So that's their name, and I want to assume that it's owned by a lady. So I'm gonna say her name, but I'm just gonna say their name. Okay, yeah. So the channel name is Dame Pesos. Shout out to them. This
well
is
done.
Brilliant. Yeah, well done. So let's keep going. So guys, let's know your thoughts in the chat because we want to just have a conversation because Tony and I were talking about this and then we felt, okay, let's just do this live and share it with you and Tony, please Tony, if you want to say something, just start talking, okay? Don't wait for me to pause the video, okay? Just start talking and I'll pause the video.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Yeah, so Tony is all the way in Australia, okay? He's already, like, Tony is a time traveler, all right? It's Wednesday here, okay, over here, but over where Tony is, it's already Thursday. So he's already in tomorrow world, okay? So Tony is in Australia. I am in Canada. All right, so we're both connecting to enjoy this piece of art.
Yeah, you guys are going to be fine. it's going to be Thursday. You're going to make it.
Yeah, so Thursday is working out, okay? So Thursday will be there
gonna
working
make it,
live.
man.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
By some miracle here, as we're past 11 o'clock Eastern in our live coverage, by some miracle Hillary Clinton wins. I don't care. We're still at war. We're still at war.
What?
Because you are this close to handing Trump ultimate power on this planet. Are you insane? You pathetic losers.
What?
New York Times now has it at 95%
I'm genuinely
chance that
concerned
Donald
for
Trump is
Jack.
going to be
At
president.
11, 538 still had it at 50-50. It's now 37%.
North Carolina has been called. It goes to Donald Trump. And Wisconsin and Michigan still leaning red. Brought to you by the fucking morons at the Democratic Party. I don't know what CNN is doing, but I bet if you turn into their live coverage now, they're all very hushed tones. Okay, now reporting that Wisconsin still going to Donald Trump. Nobody's saying, hey, we're going to war. Nobody's saying, hey, oh my God, this is a monumental.
All right. So this is a problem, okay? So this whole war footing that they have, this whole thing of, oh, we're going to war. All right. It's a problem. I don't know if you think it's a problem, but I feel like this was the turn, okay, where politics stopped being polite. All right. If you've seen the presidential debate between Barack Obama and what's his name? Gosh, his name just flashed in my head. The last Republican who campaigned against him. All right. It was so gentlemanly. It was gentlemanly that it was almost like they were friends who were debating what their favorite movie star was. Okay, it was very polite and casual. But with the Trump situation, it's like politics lost its mind. Like politics as a whole, globally, lost its mind because of what happened with the 2016 election. It's almost like this is war. Okay, we can't let this happen again. Whatever we have to do to stop it or stop anyone who's going to come in and upset the apple cart, we're going to do it. And Cenk is channeling that energy right now. Tony, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that they knew that if Trump wins, he's going to find out what actually is going on in the government, and they need to protect that shit, man. Like he's gonna find out some really bad stuff, and like 10 years later, boom, corruption everywhere. Like they really didn't want him to come back too.
Yeah,
and here we are. He did it, man. Well done, America.
He did it. Did you turn your camera off? Just want to know.
Hey, mine, no.
Of course, because all we see is a black box. Unless it's the lighting, all we see here is a black box, and I think everyone else on the live stream too is seeing the same thing.
Grotesque failure of the Democratic Party that every single person at the DNC should be fired because they're not that animated. They don't care. Oh, I'm a news actor. What does it say in the prompter? Let me read the goddamn prompter. I get paid for this. Am I still getting $10 million a year? Great. Let me read the goddamn prompter. So TikTok, okay? So, okay, hang on to your 68-year-old audience, okay? But the younger people have no interest in Wolf Blitzer reading anything to them. No interest at all. So keep on reading your stupid-ass script. We're going to murder you, okay? We're going to end you. We're going to finish you. She can still win. Yes, it's only a 5% chance now. But she can still win.
Wow,
but in order to do so,
5% chance.
she has to win Wisconsin and Michigan, which we previously thought was not an issue, but it most certainly is an issue now.
The big winner tonight seems to be marijuana, though, and that's a good thing because we need something to ease
it.
the pain. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do as soon as I get home tonight.
Look, you know what's still possible? My exact prediction. She wins Virginia, Pennsylvania, Colorado, and she pulls out New Hampshire, and gets Wisconsin and Michigan. In which case, that would be the exact 272 that I predicted ahead of time.
Fox has called Wisconsin for Trump.
Really?
Well, that's that.
If Fox is right, first of all, this I'm not going for, okay? We're going to rebuild the Democratic Party to the point where they're going to be afraid of us.
But there's still tens of millions of Americans who wanted nothing more than a guy who wasn't just endorsed by the KKK, but fucking earned that endorsement.
All right.
Wow.
What on
KKK? KKK, really? What's the KKK?
Crazy.
What the fuck? KKK really endorsed it? Really? Prove it.
Sorry, I'm having
Worked for that endorsement.
technical
And the
meltdown
sexism is
here.
so deep. The
Sorry
sexism
about that.
is worse than the racism because you see black men being exterminated on the streets and you still let a black man in the White House. A lot of people are going to get their asses whooped behind this. They think these are the people.
All right, sorry. Is it just me? Is it just me, or are there two layers of audio?
I can hear. I can hear.
I paused the video.
Yep.
I paused it. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. We're at 12 minutes in. All right. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start all over again. Okay, but we're gonna start at the 12-minute mark. So I was trying to figure out why, because the audio was overlapping, and I was like, that's odd. So I'm gonna just add it again. Okay. So guys, just give us a sec. Okay. We're gonna add it
All right.
just again.
Mankiewicz,
All right.
Jake
So
Ewer, John
12
Irola,
minutes.
and
All
Let a
right.
black man in the
Good.
White House. A lot of people are going to get their asses whooped behind this. They think these are the people of color from the 50s. You can't roll up on us like you used to roll up on us before.
So the one thing I think Hilary Clinton had
you got
right
to
in
say,
this
woman?
election was her comment about.
Sorry, I'm gonna rewind that because we 2016, and I said this before we did the live stream. It's as if 2016 revealed what people were really like. 2016, we had mainstream media taking off their masks. We had leftist influencers taking off their masks. We had people like this lady who would have, been the poster child for the civil rights movement, essentially taking off her mask because the statement that she just made was just weird. Okay, it's just weird. Like you can't roll up on us that way anymore. Like what?
What are you talking about?
What? So let's just go back because we lost a bit of detail when the audio was overlapping. So sorry about that, guys. So let's
tonight
go
seems
back.
to be marijuana, though, and that's a good thing because we
We're
need
gonna
something.
need
Use
it.
the plan. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do as soon as I get home tonight.
Look, you know what's still possible? My exact prediction. She wins Virginia, Pennsylvania, Colorado, and she pulls out New Hampshire and gets Wisconsin and Michigan. In which case, that would be the exact 272 that I predicted ahead of time.
Fox has called Wisconsin for Trump.
Really?
So
if
so
Fox
his
is right,
own
first of all,
so
this
his
I'm not
prediction
going for,
didn't work
okay?
out.
We're going to rebuild the Democratic Party to the point where they're going to be afraid of us.
But there's still tens of millions of Americans who wanted nothing more than a guy who wasn't just endorsed by the KKK, but fucking earned that endorsement. He worked for that endorsement.
All right, so what was he at the funeral of the chief warlock, former chief warlock of the KKK? Did he attend the funeral? No. But guess who did? Guess which former president did? Joe Biden.
Ooh.
So where was the outrage? And the question is, did he get endorsed by the KKK?
We know what party's history started with the KKK.
Oh, we know. It's the Democrat Party.
It's crazy, right?
Okay. And then the Democrat Party and Democrats and leftists always accuse conservatives of trying to rewrite history. Okay, they're trying to rewrite history. They're trying to historically and factually, the people always trying to rewrite history are the leftists. They're the ones who always want to rewrite it and change what it says. Okay. Who were the people who voted for black people to vote? It was the Republicans. The Democrats never wanted black people to vote. Okay. If there's any group of people who should be upset about their party, it should be the conservatives, because the Republicans, the Republicans and conservatives all over the world historically have been incompetent at owning or taking over the narrative and making sure that people know the truth. Okay, this is how it happened, and not just sit back. But do you know what? I think it's hard to do when you have a media that is essentially controlled by the left.
Yeah,
it's hard to do.
I mean,
you know, and media is very emotional. The media is very emotional. You like, all you have to do is raise your voice and scream, and YouTube gives you views. Okay, all you have to do is scream and rant and curse, and you just see the views mounting up, because you know what? The world is full of angry people. It's full of angry people. So angry people gravitate towards other people who serve as a vent for their anger. Yes, he's angry. He's saying the words that I can't say, and I want to keep watching this. All right. So it's just crazy to watch these guys rewrite history and claim that President Trump is racist and he's affiliated with the KKK. And there are people who still believe that lie till today.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, and the sexism is so deep. The sexism is worse than the racism, because you see black men being exterminated on the streets, and you still let a black man in the White House. A lot of people are going to get their asses whooped behind this. They think these are the people of color from the 50s. You can't roll up on us like you used to roll up on us before.
So the black people who are being exterminated, in her words, you see the heavy words and tones that she used. These are black people, predominantly. A large number of them are black people who resisted arrest and attempted to shoot at the police or attack them with a weapon.
Exterminated. Wow.
Okay. So when you take those out of context, it makes it appear like the police is looking for black people to eliminate. That's all they do. They drive down the street and they look for collections of black people to eliminate.
Yeah.
And that's what they want you to feel.
Yeah, I think this, the last 2 years, the black community has figured it out, and they've just moved across. They realize that they've been voting for the Democratic Party for so long, and now they've been exposed by all these lies, and here we are, man. They've moved across and just like, you haven't done anything for us. You've championed us for so long. We voted for you for so long, and you have done nada. You've actually made it worse, made their lives worse. So here we go, man. Bring on Trump and this new order.
All right, we're going to watch now. We're going to sprint to the end. We're going to keep watching, and I'm going to try not to interrupt. I'm going to try.
The thing I think Hilary Clinton had right in this election was her comment about the basket of deplorables. Of course, the one thing that the press heaped all sorts of criticism on, like how dare she?
College white men, even college white men. This, to me, these are the guys who should be particularly ashamed. 54-39, because they knew better.
For college-educated white men.
The only thing Clinton wins is college white women, 51-45. But even that. So
white liberal women.
Non-college white women.
women who are college educated.
Non-college white women.
Thanks for nothing, ladies.
Absolutely.
28 points for non-college.
We're socialized to hate each other. Like, if you pay attention to the women, we are the majority. We have the power. But the kind of hate that this woman has gotten just because she's a woman, and I'm not trying to create excuses for her actions that have been questionable. I'm just saying simply on the fact that she is a woman, she is losing, and it's because she's a woman.
Clinton underperformed Obama with blacks. That was expected.
She don't lose because she's a woman.
Oh my God, really?
Clinton only won 88% of the black vote. Exit polls in 2012 had Obama at 93. She's at 65% among Latinos, and Obama won 71%.
Only 65%. Only 65%. Look, everybody let down everybody today. Okay, let's just keep it real on that. But at the same time, Latinos, what have you done? That had needed to be 95%. So for the Latinos who voted for Trump, well, if he kicks out any of your family members, this is Clinton?
Didn't Obama kick out a bunch of Latinos?
I can't wait for this.
What do you mean?
Speech. Yeah, sorry I let you down.
Can I jump in for a second on that? So I went outside to take a breather, have a beer, and now I'm back and I'm fired up.
To cry.
Okay? Yes, we have the internet, but it takes a significant time or a significant amount of time and resources to sit there and research all the issues on your own.
What?
I have no respect for women who voted for Trump, okay? Yeah. I think so poorly of them, and the reason why is because, look, I don't think that you're a single issue voter. I just think you're dumb, okay? I think you're fucking dumb. I'm losing my mind tonight because of how stupid the majority of the country is.
Well done.
As a Latina woman, I tell you, I've heard it over and over.
I don't, Tony.
Yeah.
In the short while you've known me, have I ever opened up a statement with, as a black man, as a Nigerian, as a this or as a that?
Never.
Whenever I hear people open up a statement like that, I know I'm about to hear a crock of BS. Right? So guys, look out for people who always open up statements with these qualifiers, because what it tells you is this.
Definitely.
I am this, so you have to listen to me. I am this, so you have to, else you're racist or you're a bigot or that's the framing. So look out for that every time you see it in politics, in social media, in news, everywhere. Anytime someone opens up with this nonsense, know that they're about to serve you a hefty pile of shit. Okay, that's what they're about to do.
Over again, in my family, there's no way a woman can run the country. Really, we're in a household where we are raising a large percentage of the country as single mothers. We have to budget money that we don't have. We raise people that go get post-secondary educations. How is it that we cannot run a country? I don't respect women, specifically who voted for a man who is going to be on trial for sexually assaulting a child. Pedophile.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about grown-ass women who, because what did Dave Chappelle say?
I
Well,
think that charge has got dropped.
So
I think she's not going to pursue it.
I'm sure she's not. But what I'm
so
saying,
this is
on trial for that. Not now.
Yeah. Another thing we're done with today is the era of politeness.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is crazy.
Progressives don't listen to the Democratic Party who tell you to neuter yourself and be fucking polite. Okay? No. The progressives we're not going to be polite anymore. You know what we're going to do? Something that the DNC has cock-blocked this entire fucking time. We're going to fight back.
Really?
The era of politeness for the progressives is over.
How'd that turn out?
The party of
white people, I'm going to
kindness.
quote my friend Matt Kazam and say, look, I got my own problem.
yeah.
You know, I can't be, I mean, they're the group
Can you
that,
think about me for 1 minute?
No, you're on your own. They are the people who I've said continuously, they get what they deserve.
Hey, look, man, you got to give us power, man. Because without money, we don't have power. Let's just keep it real.
Oh, help me.
Let's go on a barn burner tour through the red states, man. Let's go talk to them. Let's wake them up.
Hey,
and in whatever language they understand, and you want to get in the beginning, want to be a little rough verbally, right? And get them a little angry. They'll show up to a rally.
okay?
They'll show up, right? The brakes are off now, okay? So like, hey, before I'm worried about asking you guys to become members and get independent media. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to restart this again. Okay, my technology acted out again. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to start again. Okay, where were we? I'm gonna have to figure that out. Sorry about that.
So like, hey, before I'm worried about asking you guys to become members and get independent media. I'm not worried about it at all anymore. You got to join. If you don't join, how can we fight back?
Founders were slave owners who died when they were 40. Like they weren't such geniuses. And in
so
4
we heard
years,
about
when
his KKK, and then I heard about the pedophile. Wow.
Yeah. Like they started the lies like a long time ago, and you know what? They let me see. Take stink. The oh jeez. I don't know what's going on in the chat. Yeah, so I'm not even going to address. I saw a chat coming, and I'm not going to respect a chat that doesn't stay on topic and that tries to kind of rage bait and so on. So I'm just going to ignore it. They started all of the mudslinging a long time ago. And after 10 years, look, the guy has been in the public eye for over 40 years. All right. He's been in the public eye for over 40 years. He's never used drugs. He's never used alcohol. The one vice that people say he has is women. And he's had 3 marriages. That's it. Did he pay for sex with prostitutes? Maybe. There's one that's happened to be in the news with Stormy Daniels and so on. Yeah, that was in the news. Okay. And then everything else appears to be made up. Everything else appears to be made up. Okay. And then whenever you hear a lie and then you keep repeating a lie, it makes you a liar.
Yeah.
All right. I learned that from Patricia. Okay. Whenever you hear a lie and you repeat the lie, and it's even worse when it's proven to be a lie, and you still want to keep repeating the lie, like I see in the comment section, of my videos. You see the facts, you see the thing is right there in front of you, and you still want to keep repeating the lies. Can't you can't be helped. It's honestly, well, let's keep going. We're almost at the finish line. Keep your chats coming, please.
Yep, even coming.
Oh, sorry. Deuce Decker. Now, Deuce Decker might be talking about Cenk. Deuce Decker, are you referring to Cenk? All right, let's know, because I'm going to leave your chat until you respond. All right, are you referring to Cenk?
Him with I don't know who. Maybe Hilary Clinton running it. It's her turn.
He's right there.
It's her turn.
And so,
look at this face.
I actually lost a train of thought for the first time in 12 hours.
You're not going to be polite, and Democrats are weak. Does that help?
Not every Trump supporter is a racist, but every racist is a Trump supporter.
That's right. So here's the ones that are left
Whoa! Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, right now, as we stand in the electoral college, it's 244 to Trump and 215 to Hillary Clinton. So the ones that are left are New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Arizona. So out of those 5, she has to win 4, okay? We broke the New York Times needle. It's just stuck at 95%. I think they felt embarrassed to go to 99% before they call it. It's not going to happen. Look, I got to say it. I think that we're, at the Young Turks, on nights like this, on election nights, we're pretty damn good at this. There's two components. There's 2 components to the fight back. There's the media. That's us. Okay. So who's it going to be? BuzzFeed? Okay. No offense, BuzzFeed. But you go to play fun games with watermelons. Okay. It's not going to be them.
They did some good investigative journalism.
Is it?
Yeah.
They actually have.
Okay, bless their hearts. That's cute. That's cute.
Their political news side is separate.
That's super cute. That's super cute.
And to the motherfuckers on Twitter fucking with me like
What?
I just want you to know, I don't give a fuck. I'm ready for election. You got me fucked up. I'm not that bad.
What right-wingers love to talk about. Take personal responsibility. No, here's the thing. Affirmative action is not the reason why you failed in life. The reason why you failed in life is because you fucking suck. Okay? It's because you're a loser.
White folks think, oh my God, if we just get rid of folks. And whenever I say white folks in this country, you know I mean right wingers, right?
So
One
they've
corner
given
of
up
this
on
paper is,
reporting on the election,
pipeline,
and
the
now
other one's
they're
Keystone, this one is
insulting.
TPP, and this one is your corporate
they're
tax cuts.
insulting the voters.
Okay? So, good luck with that shit, okay? We're not doing that. Okay. Here's the list of corporate donors.
You can tear it up.
Okay? This is what the Democratic Party is going to do with corporate donors from now on. Now, she's losing Pennsylvania. And it's 98% reporting, and he's got a 0.8% lead. So, John, go ahead.
Updates?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania was called for Donald Trump.
It's over. Okay.
It's over.
There you go. Donald Trump, next president of the United States of America.
Listen.
Have the national organizations called the
I
election?
haven't seen it.
I mean, he
Not
won
yet.
Pennsylvania. What the fuck are you guys waiting for? It's over.
Alaska could swing.
Yeah. It's over. Okay. Trump's empty podium is back. Well, now well deserved. That's the empty podium of the president-elect.
Look at his face.
This is the country we live in.
Oh, come on.
I think that we can now declare Hillary Clinton the worst candidate in American history. The worst politician.
In our lifetime.
Certainly in our lifetime. I don't know how, the guys from back in the day, Tippecanoe and Tyler too were. But she
What happened?
lost to a guy named Barack Hussein Obama. He couldn't beat Donald Trump.
Jesus Christ. With everybody on her side. With everybody trying to help her. Frickin' Republicans were coming out of the woodwork to try to help her.
Even Jay-Z tried to help her.
Jay-Z, Beyonce, for Bruce Springsteen,
The Beehive.
everybody, every frickin' television comedian, everybody was on her side. Even guys like Michael Moore.
Robert De Niro.
Everybody, and she still lost to this guy. What does that tell you?
Donald Trump is president of the United States. We all want to. Well, no, that's not.
We're filming like a sci-fi movie. Or something.
It kind of feels like Machete.
Look.
You remember Machete?
Oh,
over the
boy.
top,
Yeah.
purposely over the top.
It's like a grindhouse movie.
Grindhouse.
Yeah. And so,
Never tequila.
but it's real. It's our lives now. Welcome to Idiocracy.
Early.
Yeah. Before we go to Jordan, I just want to introduce two new additions here. Well, Steve O's coming back from a million hours ago.
It's so
And obviously,
depressing.
the Flying Squirrel.
I just like,
Why?
well, because I'm the head strategist from the Clinton campaign, and I just wanted to issue my heartfelt apologies.
Is
for
that a
everything.
furry?
John Podesta said everybody should go home and get some
Yep.
sleep because she is not done yet. And Clinton will not speak tonight, CNN reports.
Several states are too close to call.
She will not speak tonight.
Too close to
Wow.
She had no message. No message.
What was the message?
What was her message? Hold on. And even her own campaign statement. I'm with her.
The message
what does
was
it even
Trump
mean?
sucks.
He won like 35% of the Latino vote.
Yes.
That's unbelievable
He
to
did.
me. Okay.
Yeah, but they're all inflated.
Unbelievable. He won 45% of the women vote.
After she won the nomination, I know for me personally,
jeez.
as a progressive, I wanted so desperately for him not to win that I started playing mind games on myself as well. Maybe she can win, maybe she can beat him. The alt-right falls under that category. These are the racists who don't want to take personal responsibility
They're
for
never
their
gonna vote
failures
for
in life,
Democrats.
and they're not going to vote for Democrats, you're right. But what I'm trying to say is, Hillary not winning is not due to one reason. There are many different reasons.
But I actually think it is. So look, again, I'm going to go over the top here.
Then why did you send Jordan to do all those interviews? And why did we play them on the show?
Let me explain.
Because they're hilarious.
That we will have the privilege to serve as your Vice President of the United States of America.
Fuck this guy. Jesus Christ.
He pulls off his skin and he's like the Red Skull from Captain America 1.
Claim there was no link between smoking and lung cancer until like a decade
There's two women on stage right there.
I come to this moment.
He's anthropomorphized lung cancer.
Come to this moment deeply humbled.
No, he doesn't.
So let me say, it is my high honor and distinct privilege
he won.
to introduce to you the President-elect of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Oh, there's some interference coming from your end.
It is my high honor.
Okay. So, did you...
There he is.
Yeah.
I want to throw up.
Yeah. So, if you had said election night, 2016, the president-elect comes down, it's Donald Trump. 2 years ago, everyone would have laughed their ass off.
Do you remember?
Donald Trump, don't be... What was his vice president, Dennis Rodman?
You remember when Ellison brought it up on George Snuffleupagus' show and everybody laughed at him?
Yep.
It's he's going to be in the history books. And like someone pointed out, kids are going to be taught about him.
Look at Barron.
And everything he does.
Pull it back up.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business. Complicated.
All right. So
Yeah.
So guys, okay. So let's talk. So what do you think?
I've got a
about
face. Look at
this,
that.
Yeah. Like, what do you think? Okay, because I watch
Governor Walls.
a lot of conservative content. Tony, are you here? Hello? All right, he's refreshing. All right, so let's see if Tony heads back in here. 1 second. I need my wingman. Okay, so you hear I watch a lot of conservative content, and I hardly find any. Well, I want to assume that there are a lot of. Okay, his phone died, so he's trying to reconnect. So I don't find too many creators on the conservative side who are this. Let me just use the word toxic when it comes to reporting on people they don't like. I know that since 2016, that has ramped up significantly. You hardly go anywhere where people don't feel deeply hateful of anyone who represents a policy they don't like. All right. There are policies that are downright evil. Okay. And especially when you're looking at some of the things that the Democrats have dreamt up when it comes to children and people in middle school and high school. You know what I'm talking about. So, but I don't think it is grounds to express as much deep-seated hate that I saw on this video. So I'm just going to hang in here for Tony to head back. So let's know in the chat, at what point did you notice the shift in politics from it being a decent competition between two politicians for your vote to it becoming an existential crisis for you? I mean, when did that become a thing? All right, let's know in the chat. And what do you think about the progression from them being confident that Hillary was going to win the election to realizing that the election was lost, and then they switched from rooting for Hillary to calling out the Democrat Party to crashing out on live on air and attacking women who didn't vote, and essentially trying to call anyone who voted for Trump racist because they felt that Trump was racist. Okay, let's know what you think in the chat. All right, Tony's going to be here in a bit, and then we'll be, just running some thoughts. We were having a conversation about politics and the way people just refuse to accept facts. I have several videos that have gone viral. One has over 1.7 million views. The second has over 900,000 views and climbing. And both of them are on Trump's interviews from the 80s and the 90s. And the comment section is full of people saying, whoa, this needs to be seen by the whole world. Maybe at some point we might do a watch party. Depends on what we see on in the comments and the trends, but maybe we'll do that. But the video is on the channel and it's been doing very well. And one of the things that you see is people saying, look, Trump has always been the same. He hasn't changed. So what happened? Because you watch these interviews, the same policy positions that he had in 1980 and 1995 and 1999 is the same policy position that he is talking about today. Why? Because there are fixed principles in running countries. Every country has to have a border. Every country has to aim to be respected, okay, by their neighbors and possibly globally. It affects how you are treated at the UN. It affects how you're treated everywhere else in the world. It affects how your citizens are treated by other countries. I come from Nigeria. I know how Nigerians are treated everywhere else in the world. If you're American and you don't appreciate how simply having that passport with the emblem of the United States on it sets you apart immediately from everyone else in the world, and you're being told that you should hate that fact, someone is trying to fool you into shooting yourself in the foot. I know how it feels to travel around the country with a green passport, and once they see the green passport, no one respects Nigeria as much as they do the United States. If I get kidnapped in the Middle East, I don't think anyone is coming for me. Okay? Oh, we have another from the last election. Now, I'm going to wait. Hold on. We have the reaction of the Young Turks for the last election. Hold on. We have another video, so hang on. I just want to be sure because it's already 3 a.m. Hold on. It is past 3 a.m. in the morning, Thursday in Australia. I want to find out if Tony can hang around for us to watch this as well. If not, then we're going to just do that another time. So I'm waiting on him to let me know. But you see, like, these are the things that go through my mind. Okay, like whenever I see people attacking President Trump because he wants the United States to have strong borders. He wants the United States to have a strong military and to be feared by the rest of the world. There's nothing wrong with being feared, guys. There's nothing wrong with being feared. Have you ever heard of Russian hostages? Have you ever heard of anyone messing with Russia? Because they know what Putin is capable of. Now, I'm not saying that the world should learn from Putin about international affairs and so on. But there's a reason why nobody messes with Putin. There's a reason. And that reason is he will retaliate if anything goes wrong with any of his citizens. So, well, that's what we assume because that's the excuse that's been given for the war with Ukraine. Anywho, back to Trump's policies. His policies have been the same for 47 years since he was in the public eye. All right. And the comments in the chat, like I've been responding to everyone in the comment section. I read my comments. I respond to everyone in my comment section. And I try to do the same for the live stream. So let me know your thoughts in the live stream or the live chat if you're watching this live. Okay, let me know what you think about what we just watched or about some of the policy positions. Now, if you're watching and you support Trump's policies, which of his policies resonates the deepest for you? Let me know in the chat and we'll talk about it. If you're watching and you don't like President Trump, okay, let's do an exercise. What is it about his policies that you don't like? And then answer this question. Is it his policy position that you don't like? Or is it just that you've been told or you've been moved by what you've seen in media not to like him? It's a very basic question. The reason why I'm asking that is there's a distinction because I can hate something simply because someone is associated with that thing. But I can immediately switch my position simply because someone else is associated with that thing. I can call it out in myself because I see it happening with me. Whenever my wife tells me something that I don't like, sometimes I react poorly because it came through my wife. Not because I hate her, but because I'd rather it came from someone else. Okay. And this is just a loving relationship between my wife and I. But I would rather get that advice from someone else. Are you following? So are you opposing a policy that Trump is pushing simply because Trump is pushing it? He's the one pushing it. Or are you opposing it because the policy is bad? Right? So people talk about immigration, how Trump is racist because he's trying to ensure that the immigration policies of the United States are sound. You don't have a large influx of unvetted illegal aliens flooding your country. It's common sense. You don't want that. No country should allow that. Why is he being attacked because he's pushing that policy when every other president has held to the same policy? ICE has been enforcing the laws on the books for years. Why is it so different that Trump is the one doing it? Why? Nothing changed. The reporting, however, changed. How the news has covered it or has carried the reports changed. So it's important for us to actually do this mental exercise and realize why we agree with things and why we disagree with things. I'm just saying. All right. So let me see. I'm gonna see if let me see if Tony will be able to come back. It's really early Thursday morning for him, and at some point, I think he needs to go to bed. Just give me a second, just to clarify. All right. So if you're watching, yeah, this is Crossroads. We do videos on our main channel. All right, we do historical videos on archived interviews that focus on policies that have been spoken about decades ago and the consequences that were called out or essentially prophesied decades ago and what we're seeing today. That's one of the things that I specialize in. And the live streams hold on our live stream channel, Crossroads Live. And I think most of you who are watching, we multi-stream on YouTube, on Kick, and on Twitch. So so whenever I call out a chat, know that we're multi-streaming. I try to bring on the chat on the screen so that we can have a conversation. If you're still watching, thank you for hanging in there. This wasn't a planned stream. Tony is a member of the audience from Australia. All right, he's a member of the audience from Australia, and he basically joined me on the live stream to talk about this, and he suggested this video that we react to it. If you have a video that you want us to react to, you can send that in, and then we can react to it. Now, one way you can connect with the channel closer is by joining the Patreon. All right, now to join the Patreon, you can join the Patreon with the link in the description of this live stream. But I'm going to get the link on the live chat. I'm going to post it on the live chat so that you can link directly to it, join the membership, okay, and then you can send in requests for topics that we can cover on a live reaction. In fact, you can sit in a live reaction with me. We have a call-in feature that can be activated once we know that the audience is willing to have a live interaction with me. So you can send in a request for us to talk about or to react to a video, something from the past that we can react to and review and talk about. And then if you want to be in the studio with me, okay, I can invite you to join and we can react to it together. Or if we're reacting and you want a call in link, you can say, hey, can I call in? And then we share the link and then you can join in and be part of the conversation. But it's important that we learn to hang out and have these kinds of conversation. It is important. Yeah, so I'm going to put this on the screen. All right. So this person who just posted this comment, all right, I'm just going to describe them. This is someone who would love some of the policies that the Democrats push, and they claim that they are not racist. So my name is not M'Baku. Thank you very much. I know the reference. All right. I know the reference from Black Panther. Thank you very much. But my name is not M'Baku. All right. The polite thing is to address me with the handle of my channel. All right. So just saying. People who join other people's live streams and come in to be impolite, it's bad form. All right, it's bad form. I just want to give you some nice advice. It's bad form to simply come in and say things like that. All right, and then when we push certain things that are common sense, you want to flip it to become a different kind of conversation. Okay. All right. So I've been waiting on my wingman, all right, from Australia, and I'm not sure he's able to fix his connection. That's A. B, a few of you want to connect with us on the Patreon. I shared the link. C, I had requested for you guys to give your reaction to what we just watched and what we just saw. And a reaction asking me to get to the point is not what I asked for. I asked you to make a comment on what we watched and on some of the ideas that I've shared. Asking me to get to the point isn't what I asked for. Okay. So sometimes I see comments like this and I ignore them. But sometimes you bring people to the front of the class and say, this isn't how to behave. All right. So, and sometimes, do you know what? I get comments from people who are just having a bad day. And depending on how I handle it, it totally frames the way the relationship goes going forward. All right. So I'm hoping that my reaction is because some creators would essentially curse this guy out. Okay. But that's not my style. All right. It's not my style. So just talk about the ideas. All right. If there's nothing to say, that's fine. It used to be that people's parents would teach them, if you have nothing good to say nothing. So it's always important. It's always important to heed to those wise words from from our parents. All right. So if you have nothing good to say nothing. You have to. Sometimes I sit in forums and meetings, and people are giving their suggestions, and honestly, I don't think I have anything productive or anything to add to the conversation, so I keep quiet. You know, and the Bible says in the book of Proverbs that a foolish person appears to be wise when he keeps quiet. So if you just keep your mouth shut and sit and look dignified, okay, people will assume that you're smart. All right, hold on. All right, so my wingman is chatting again. I want to be sure. All right, cool. All right, so he'll be back in a minute. I'm getting a new video. So this is the video of their reaction to the 2024 election, I think. Yeah, so this is the Young Turks reaction. So I'm going to be queuing that up. And while the video is playing, feel free to let us know your thoughts about everything. Okay. If you don't agree, look, guys, the thing that disappoints me and really breaks my heart is that we can't disagree like civilized people anymore, because someone is sitting behind a screen and is essentially trying to say everything he's not brave enough to say in public in front of the person he's chatting with. All right. It's a coward's way to act. Don't say things you wouldn't say face to face with a person. Don't. All right. And as long as people behave that way, people tend to be more polite. All right. If there's a reason why you hate something, say this is the reason why I hate this thing. Don't try to pivot towards racial slurs or name calling. Don't pivot to doing that. It's not healthy. It's not advisable. Don't do that. Okay. So we're going to look at another historical video from the Young Turks, the 2024 election. We're going to look at if we're going to see if they mirrored the same energy that we just watched. All right, we're going to see that, and then we're going to see if there are similarities. Now, the 2016 election. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, they believed that the 2024 election was in the bag. They believed that Trump was beaten because he had been dragged through the court system. He had been shamed and embarrassed. There was the mugshot from hell that turned out to be a mugshot from hell for the Democrat Party, because that mugshot is essentially the presidential portrait right now. to remind everyone that this is what this group of people, these leftists, will do to you if they want to destroy you. And that is not what anyone is comfortable with. All right, so I'm going to quickly switch out to the next one. Give me a second. I'm going to quickly switch out to the next video, and then we will kick that off. Oops, sorry, I actually have to upload the video first. I want to upload the video first so that it doesn't lag. So sorry about that. So I'm going to keep talking. Yeah, so I'll be looking at the chat on my other screen here. I'll be looking at the chat on my other screen. So yeah. Now, do you have something that you want us to react to? Like I said, let us know. Send us an email. Yeah, you can also send us an email to this email address. I'm sorry, I should have put that up as well. Oops, not that's a wrong prompt. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's the email address. Send us an email to that address if you have a video that you want us to react to. Okay. All right. Okay, we've gone on for an hour. We've gone on for an hour, and what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to upload this, but we're going to react to this during the next live stream. Right? We've run long, and honestly, I don't want you guys to get tired of seeing us. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to end the live stream, and then we'll catch you on the next one. All right. So I want you to stay tuned. Look out for the alert. Subscribe to the channel. Send an email to let me know what videos you think we should react to. The email address is up on the screen. And then we'll catch you on the next one. I don't want to let this run long. Look, guys, I love live streaming, but I am not Asmon Gold. Okay. I don't do 6-hour live streams. All right. Besides that, I do have to get back to responding to comments on the videos that we've published. Okay, we have tons of comments coming in, and I respond to every comment. So I have to go back to doing that, and I have several videos that I need to work on. So there's a lot of work to be done. So I want to apologize for kind of leading you on to say, okay, we're going to do another reaction, but I just realized there has to be some other. I have to respond to comments that have come in. Tons of comments have been coming in on the videos that have gone viral, and I want to respect the time of the audience and respond to them. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you spending the time and spending your afternoon watching my content. We're going to go live again, and we're going to be bringing new footage. This time, we're going to be, the next live stream will either be another Young Turks election reaction, or we're going to be reacting to one of those interviews that I mentioned. It's either going to be a Trump interview or another interview, but we're going to pick one, and then we're going to react to it and talk about it during the live stream. So please stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget that you can join the membership using the link in the chat. If you missed the link in the chat, visit the send an email to the email address on the screen, and then we will get you an invite to the membership. All right. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for hanging out. See you on the next one.